Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disney Magic Podcast, a fun new Disney podcast hosted by a British guy. I'm your host, Zach Campbell, and you can join me every other week for magical stories, amazing guests, intriguing history, and overall a trip down Main Street, USA. From Disney parks to a galaxy far, far away, we'll be talking all things Disney and just how magical it is. Get ready for this episode because it's starting in 3, 2.
Yo, what's up, guys? Editor Zach here. Just wanted to let you know that this episode of the podcast had a couple of cuts in the chat with George, purely from connection issues. So just bear that in mind. But overall, the whole concept of the chat is there, and yeah, so hopefully I can keep the majority of it in without breaking too much of it. But yeah, just I'll let you know that the podcast, the connection wasn't great with George, but it was a fun topic nonetheless, and I wanted to bring it to y'all. To have his experiences shared. You know, he worked in a lot of theme parks and stuff like that, as you can tell, through the course of this podcast. And yeah, so I just wanted to let y'all know. But yeah, enjoy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Disney Magic Podcast. I am your host, Zach, and welcome to episode 11 of the podcast. I'm joined by a super special guest today, but before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you for all of y'all joining me here today, and I am super excited to get this episode underway. Happy Friday the 13th. It is spooky day. Friday the 13th of October. And I've tried to dress for the occasion. I've got me spooky skull shirt on. We're dressed up for Halloween here. We got it going. And if all of y'all are just listening, we've got Halloween stuff going. This episode is not going to be like Halloween themed. I mean, if it comes up, it comes up, but it is not a specific area that we're going to be talking about. But we are joined today by George, or Sir Willow, who is a ex-cast member, and we've had Andy on last time as well. So I'm super excited to see how his opinions and things like that. So we're going to be talking some rides and stuff like that, as you can guess from the title. So let's get George on and let's get him introduced. Hello, George. How's it going? Oh yeah, I need to mute myself on this bit. Hello there, George. You okay? Welcome to the podcast.
I'm doing good.
Good. Welcome to the podcast, my friend. Super excited to have you on. We've been planning this for a little while now, haven't we?
Yep. It schedules and stuff happens. But
Yeah.
happy to finally be here.
Oh, thank you so much for joining me. Super happy to have you here. Yeah. It's been a while. I think, gosh, I put like guests out for ages ago, and we were both like say schedules and time zones and things like that because you're in America. What time is it there for you now?
Here it is 2:30.
Okay, so it's 8:30 for me in the evening. So we've got a few hours like time difference there. So yeah, that's another factor. But yeah, we finally got here. We're finally making it. And I'm super excited. I've just said to everyone that today's episode is going to be all about the rides and things like that of Disney. And I know you as an ex-cast member, was you?
Yes. 5 years at Disney, 2 years at Busch Gardens in Florida, and 3 years at Silver Dollar City.
Oh, amazing!
So I've been all over.
Wow, nice. And what were the main differences of working in those parks? Was there any significant differences, or did your areas kind of like, did your expertise kind of like progress through to the different?
So I had really radically different jobs at all three.
Okay.
At Busch Gardens, I drove a 16-passenger Land Rover
Oh, wow.
around a bunch of wild animals and told a bunch of dumb jokes while doing it.
Nice.
And, it was fun. At Disney, I was a PhotoPass photographer.
Oh, wow,
And
nice.
then at Silver Dollar City, which is this little park in the middle of America, in what we call the Ozark Mountains, they're foothills, but and it's themed to the 1880s and a little bit of a hillbilly culture.
Oh,
I was a
nice.
train robber.
Oh, cool. Nice. That sounds so fun.
Oh, it was a blast.
Nice. That sounds so good. Silver Dollar City.
If you want, at some point, if you really want me to confuse your listeners, I'll put on the hillbilly accent I put on out there and see if they can even understand it.
Oh, please do. That'd be awesome.
So, warn you, Yankees up ahead. There's 9 of the biggest, meanest, ugliest Yankees y'all never done saw. They've all got these huge woodwork clubs and they're swinging and swatting. But don't y'all worry, they can't hit nothing. It's New York Yankees.
Yeah, that's so cool. That is so cool. The way you can just turn it on like that is just awesome.
You learn.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's just kind of things you never like forget, is it really? Oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, no way. So a train robber at Silver Dollar City. Disney Photo Pass. How was that? How was that? Was that all it was cracked up to be?
Absolute blast.
Oh, what? Yeah.
I told people that I got paid to play in the parks and remember to take pictures along the way. And if it wasn't me playing, I was watching other people play.
Yeah.
So it was just so much fun. Got to meet a lot of amazing people, and you see them having a great time, and you got to capture it.
Oh, that's so fun. That's so fun. I love the sound of that. Yeah, the Disney Photo Pass looks like a fun job. You get to man a camera. You get to add all the effects and things like that. Oh, it looks like a fun time. Oh man. And who's? Am I quiet? Oh, let me figure that out. Is it on here? Oh, let me double check.
Internet issues across the pond.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not my internet playing tricky on me.
No, it's probably me, to be fair. Oh, there you go. I didn't have the right microphone plugged in on the messenger, so there we go.
Actually, it got quiet on my end for a little bit. My internet company, we had some thunderstorms a couple days ago, and it has been a little bit up and down since then.
Yeah. And then again, it's just issues across the pond, and it trying to that ping, I assume, is just nightmarish.
Yep. I'm old enough. I'm still blown away that we can do this simultaneously.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember having to call landlines, paying a huge amount. At the time, it was for us. It would be $2.50 a minute. So €2.50, pretty close.
Yeah.
A minute.
Oof.
And you'd have this time delay. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, I'm considerably young. I'm 29, so I've grown up with the beginning of the internet, and even now it still baffled me. There's some things that are it's crazy, how far it's come in such so little time. It's insane. It really is.
We had a deal 2 years ago. We were in Bethlehem, in Israel.
Yeah.
And my daughter was in the States, and the two of us needed to talk to a family in Japan.
All right.
And we live video called, no delay, no lag, with all 3 countries at the same time.
No way.
It was just mind-boggling that you could do this.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. It's crazy, isn't it? How advanced, how advanced everything is. It's crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
Considering 20 years ago was this was not even thought about.
It's stuff. When I worked at Disney, they had a whole section at Epcot called Innovations.
Yeah.
And it was the fantasy realm.
Yeah.
Just imagine one day we'll have this.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, is that? Where have we gone?
So much of the stuff in the future.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. You kind of dropped off there for a sec there, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like,
the innovations though, like yeah, it's like they're like, yeah, we're gonna have all of this stuff for the future, and then 5 years later we've got literally everything that they predicted, and it's like
Yeah.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
I think it's actually one reason why they gave up on the Innovations Pavilion at Epcot.
Oh yeah,
Because if they tried to put something in that was futuristic, it was catching up before, it had gotten just before too many people had seen it.
oh yeah,
So
100%,
it was
yeah,
getting
100%, yeah.
outdated as soon as they put it in.
Yeah, that is very, very true. That is very, very true. Because remember in Innovations they had like the touch screens, didn't they? Like the tablets and things like that.
Yep.
Like I think that was a couple of years before iPads came out, or like tablets and things like that. It was like when touch phones were like smartphones were starting to be a thing. Nowadays, my phone's more powerful than my laptop. Like,
yeah,
my phone is so much quicker than like any laptop, computer, or whatever, and that's in the palm of your hand. It's just crazy.
When you realize that these little things we carry around in our hand has more computing power than the whole rocket ship did that took people to the moon.
Oh yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It's scary how much technology we have and how much we rely on it as well. To be fair, like it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, so little tangent there, It's all good.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Yeah. So let's crack on with the episode. I want to talk about whether your time as a cast member or your time of going to the parks. What are some of your favourite rides at Disney? Either Disneyland or Disney World. Which one do you reside to more?
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I love both. On my YouTube channel, the ongoing joke is I hate favorites.
Yeah.
We kind of laugh. Well, what's your favorite park? The one I'm in.
Yeah.
What's your favorite ride? The one I'm on. But there are definitely some that stand out. I'm a big coaster person, so usually the coasters kind of outrank a little bit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I like simple as well. So the dark rides.
Yeah.
I can remember my first time going to Disneyland and riding Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah.
And going, this is nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to pick out any specific favorites. There's rides that I do miss.
Yeah.
And then there's others that I'm kind of like, okay, that was no big deal.
Yeah.
Fair. But I had somebody ask me once, if you could put any ride in your backyard, what would you put? And I was like, don't know that I could pick.
Yeah, that is that's a tough one, that, isn't it? That is a tough one. Like my favorite is like my favorite like roller coaster is Big Thunder. But then again, like you say, like I can't just choose one because like I'm a big fan of like Soaring, Living with the Land, the dark rides, everything like that. So oh, is it breaking up again? Wait, let me. Is it this stupid VPN? Let me disconnect that real quick. There we go. Let me try that. Could it be that? Okay. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was rubbish. Redial. Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh.
right.
Hello, sorry about that. I don't know what.
Oh, that's okay. Let's give this another try here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
And I can pick right up where I was. So,
Fab.
okay. So, you like Big Thunder?
Yeah.
Which one? Disneyland California, Magic Kingdom, or Disneyland Paris?
Oh,
And
that's a tough one. So my first ever ride on Big Thunder was at Paris. I was like
Mhm.
I was 6 years old, and it was like that was like the
Now-
best ride I was ever on. And then
that's my favorite of the three.
Yeah.
I love the tunnels. I love
oh
being out
yeah,
on an island.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
that's a pretty easy one.
yeah, I think everything at Paris though is just because it's got its own twist on it. Like I love their Discovery Land, like their Tomorrowland. I love their Haunted
Space Mountain is my
Mansion.
favorite of the three.
Yeah, their Haunted Mansion, their Phantom Manor is just beautiful.
It was closed when I was there.
Oh no, dang.
Didn't get to see it.
My favourite thing at Disneyland Paris is the Maleficent Dragon in the Sleeping Beauty Castle.
So neat.
It's
So neat.
gorgeous. It is hands down probably the best animatronic I've seen. It's just, it's gorgeous. It really, really is.
They did a wonderful job with that park. I haven't been to any of the Asia parks.
Yeah.
But the parks I've been to, it's the prettiest Disney park. The theming is developed. I love that there's areas that you can just go wander and get lost.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's just a gorgeous park.
It is. It's
I
beautiful.
Loved it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah. I think I've not been for absolutely years, but I do need to go again, just to experience it, honestly. Because I was really young when I went there. Like I think I went for my 7th birthday, so I went for like a long weekend, and then I've not been back since. And that was a long time ago. So,
okay, so as I'm thinking about it, I probably can pick 2 rides at Disney that I would call favorites.
Okay.
One is Tower of Terror.
Yes. Yeah.
And just Tower for me is amazing. When I worked over at studios, I would often start my day at 11, a little bit later.
Yeah.
And so I would get there at park opening and actually wait over by the entrance to the tower until the wall of guests came up, and I just blend right in. And I would ride Tower of Terror for about an hour and a half.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, I do love Tower.
Yeah.
And then the other one would be Rise of the Resistance.
Oh yeah.
Although ride does not do it justice. It is an experience.
Yeah, of course, yeah. It looks fantastic. Now I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars, but like the rise there, I love the look of like Millennium Smuggler's Run as well. That looks insanely cool. My
kids laughed at me because I saw the original Star Wars in the drive-in theater in 1977 when it came out as a kid.
Oh wow!
So I mean, I'm a lifelong Star Wars.
Yeah.
When we walked into Galaxy's Edge the first time, they started giggling because we were all nerding out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And I saw the Millennium Falcon, and I'm an emotional crybaby, anyways.
Yeah.
They're like, Dad's crying.
These are tears of joy. Leave me alone.
Oh goodness! Because just seeing this thing you've dreamed about.
Of course, yeah.
Alive.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And then we did several rides on that. The first time I got to be in the pilot seat and pull the handle for hyperspace. Oh my gosh! Again, it's this decades-long dream.
Of course, yeah, of course. So, Disney making dreams come true, eh? That's what they do the best. It's crazy, and it's crazy how they can make that happen. But yeah, those rides look insanely cool. They look really, really cool.
They are fantastic, and you don't have to be a Star Wars fan to like Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Disney kind of had to do it right. One, because of the fan base.
Yeah. But
after Universal knocked it out of the ballpark with their Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Disney had to come up with something to match. That's one other area I've seen that will match it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm a big Harry Potter fan as well, so like the Wizarding World is just Oh, it's so immersive. It's just gorgeous. It really is.
It's crazy. I've got what, and yeah, it's incredible to see what you see on the screen or in the books.
Yeah.
Real.
Oh yeah, just come to life. It's insane. It really is cool. Yeah, my like the last time I went to anything Harry Potter was I got the chance to go down to the studio tour down here in London, in England.
Mm-hmm.
Where, you know, obviously I live in England, but down in London, down in Watford, where they filmed everything. So like everything of like the sets, like the Diagon Alley sets, the Forbidden Forest sets. Oh, that was me just made up. That was the best. And I went at Christmas as well, so they had all the Yule Ball stuff out. It was gorgeous. Oh, it was the best thing. It was so cool. It was so cool.
That would be neat.
Oh yeah, it was so fun. It was so fun. My favorite part was seeing Dobby and seeing like all of like the animatronics that they use. It was just fantastic. It really was.
Did you give Dobby a sock?
We did. We gave Dobby a sock. We did. Yeah. There was one place. So you might think I'm crazy for this. Me and my mum took a trip down to the far most west point of Wales to go visit Dobby's grave in a day to give Dobby a sock. We did it in one day. We drove first thing at like, we woke up at like 8 o'clock. We drove down. It took us like 6 hours to get there. We stayed there for about 2 hours. We didn't get back till like 11:30 at night. It was like, we're mad. Why have we done this in a day? It was like, I don't know, but it was the best experience ever.
Because you can.
Because we can. That is it. That's what you've got to do. You've got to do it. If you can do it, do it. Oh man. So yeah, favorite rides we've talked about. What my next question is, what rides were you sad to see go? Like, which ones were you proper like bummed about when they got demolished and taken away?
So there's some that are kind of in this weird flux, like Country Bears and Mr. Toad are in one park but not in another.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain, I've got mixed feelings because I love the ride. I love the zippity doo dah and everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I completely understand why it was time for it to go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was a very old, very controversial kind of ride.
Yes.
You know, I've probably got mixed feelings about it as well, because Splash Mountain, again, one of my favorites in Magic Kingdom, but again, I'm a big fan of Tiana, so I'm very excited for the Bayou Adventure.
And hopefully, I'm optimistic they will do it right, and it will still be,
of course,
fun ride. I'm not a big Tiana fan, but I think it will fit in very well.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I'll ride it.
Yeah,
I ride anything.
Yeah, that's it. You got to ride it. You've got to have those experiences. Yeah. One that I was sad to see go, I was the Great Move Ride. When that got announced, I was like, no, I love that ride.
Yes, I'm right there. Great movie ride. Bothers me. I wish they found a way to keep it. I loved that ride.
Yeah.
California's Tower of Terror, they've made it over.
Oh yeah, Mission Breakout. Yeah.
Which is still, it's a great ride, but it's not Tower.
Yeah.
So you've got that. The Energy Adventure at Epcot.
Oh yeah. Really Ellen's Energy Adventure. Yeah. That was a good ride. That was a good ride.
So I can date myself here and go back to Disneyland. The People Mover at Disneyland, and then the Adventures Through Inner Space.
Oh, okay.
So, and basically, if you're not familiar with the ride, you can look it up. You basically get into this shrinking machine that shrinks you down to the size of a molecule.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And so you get to experience snowflakes that are giant.
Wow, that's
stuff
cool.
Like that.
That's cool.
That was one of the most memorable rides when I was a kid. I have never forgotten that.
See, I love those edutainment kind of rides, and I feel like a lot of them are missed now. Like, the only one I can really think of that's kind of like edutainment still is like Living with the Land at Epcot.
Yeah. Test Track, they're going to try and put it back to that rather than the
Yeah,
weird thing.
yeah. I was very happy about that because I've not experienced Test Track 2.0, but like Test Track, like original Test Track with like the World of Motion kind of stuff was just
Yes.
best ride ever at Epcot. It was like one of my favorites.
Yeah. What I'm hearing is they are going to, the new updated version is they're trying to bring back some of the elements from World of Motion
Yeah,
and put them into Test Track so you kind of get the best of both.
yeah.
That would be cool.
That would be very cool. We like the sound of that. We like the sound of that. But yeah, there's not really many edutainment kind of rides anymore, and it's kind of I feel like that's what Epcot was to begin, wasn't it? And it was just there isn't anything there. Like, I mean, one that really like upset me was, so we have one over here in Blackpool called Valhalla, which is essentially Maelstrom when that was in Norway. And I absolutely loved Maelstrom. It was such a good ride. And I'm so bummed that it's a frozen overlay now, and I'm just not happy about it.
The frozen overlay again is really neat, but couldn't you have done it some way without removing Maelstrom?
That's it, exactly, yeah.
I don't mind them bringing in the IP into some of the little country pavilions if it fits.
Yeah.
But don't remove the national identity to do it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And I feel like that's the kind of problem with that because, like, Frozen's based in Norway, but we're taking away all the history that the ride was on because, again, I'd class that as an edutainment kind of ride, Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Like,
we get to visit the trolls and the bogs, and it was a neat ride.
Yeah, it was a very fun ride. But yeah, there's not many of those anymore, and I'm hoping that they bring some back because I love edutainment kind of rides. I like learning as I go and everything like that. So, so this kind of segues into the next question. What rides would you green light to come back? If you had a magic wand, if you had the power of Bob Iger, what rides would you green light to come back from the past?
The original Journey to Imagination.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I actually never experienced it.
Yeah, no, same. I've heard so many good stories, though.
So I would want to do that. Over at the Living with the Seas, I would love to see the original where you got to ride. Oh goodness, it was like you ride a submarine pod down.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
Yep, never got to experience that. I'm trying to think of some of the other rides that I know. Like I said, People Mover, bring it back at Disneyland.
Yeah,
that's overdue.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people. I mean, I feel like that needs to come back. Like they've got the track layout. They've got
the track is done.
Yeah.
Last time we were there, you could actually see from the monorail station. You could see the beams.
Yeah.
Just they're starting to crumble.
Yeah.
For them to do it, they have to tear the whole thing out.
Tear it out and start again.
They're gonna have to anyways.
Yeah. Do you think that'll be part of the Disneyland Forward expansion that they're planning? Do you think?
I don't. Well, what they're talking about is different ways to actually put a third gate in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that would be part of it, but it might be their excuse to actually do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, it depends upon who's running the parks. Under Chapek, we jokingly called him Cheapskate. He put all these retail people in, which is why we're getting all this IP stuff.
Yeah.
And now some of those people are starting to get shuffled back out.
Yeah.
And we're starting to get some people with imagination again.
Yeah.
So hopefully, but we'll see.
Yeah,
it's going to depend upon who Disney's new CEO is.
That is very true. Yeah, because Iger's staying for, is it another 2 years?
I think he's got about a year.
There we go.
I would almost say bring back Superstar Limo just to watch everybody complain about it.
That's mean. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Hey, I can honestly say I wrote it. It was different.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh
oh
no.
goodness.
What a fun ride that was. What an absolute meme of a ride, honestly.
It was a meme of a ride. That's a great way to put it. Look, this is a ride that's going to be totally dated in 5 years, no matter what we do.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I know it's got.
It was all these celebrity cutouts, and within a few years, you're gonna be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. None of these people are relevant anymore.
Yeah.
Why is the guy from Price Right of here?
Yeah. Yeah. Drew Carey popping up all over.
Yeah. Oh no, it's crazy.
Let me see. What else would I bring back?
There's so many rides, isn't there? Like that you could.
Oh, Adventure to Mars.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting one.
So, although my kids would want to bring back the ride that took its place, and that was the Stitch's Great Escape.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people loved Alien Encounter. I never saw it that way.
Yeah.
I saw it as Stitch.
Yeah.
My kids loved Stitch.
Yeah. I'm a big Stitch fan. But that ride, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that ride. There's one reason, and I have one story. So the ride, when it goes dark, this kid I was in the ride with was traumatized and screamed like blue murder, and I was like, oh my gosh, this kid is terrified. And I was 16 at the time when we went to Disney World, so I was 16 at the time, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect. So I was like, what the hell is happening here? Like, what is going on? And then all of a sudden I just got sprayed with water. I was like, oh my god, what is going on?
Yep.
It was an interesting ride. It was a very interesting ride.
It was a ride that should have been put over at Studios, not at Magic Kingdom.
Yes, yeah. But then its predecessor, Extraterrestrial, was just a stupid move. I don't understand that. I still don't understand that move from Eisner. I really don't.
I mean, I know a lot of people loved it, but it didn't belong at Magic Kingdom.
No, absolutely not. No, it should have been Hollywood Studios. I agree with that.
It should have been Studios. And honestly, I kind of think it should have had an age limit on it.
Yeah.
And I know that won't be popular with some people, but like 8 and older.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Little ones in.
Yeah, because this child that was like screaming must have been maybe probably like 6 or 7. Yep. Like when I was in it, and it was just, it was too much even for some of the adults that were in there. To be fair, like, and I was like, wow. So yeah, I totally agree with the age restriction on that. But that show building's empty now. Like,
yeah, it's still doing nothing.
Still doing nothing. What would you put in there? What would you put in there if you had the chance?
Oh goodness.
Would you bring something back, or would you just...
See, then my mind kind of runs to Circle Vision, which is now dated.
Yeah.
I still like the Circle Vision movies, but you do like VR stuff now.
Yeah.
I love the Journey to Mars, but you've got Mission Space.
Yeah.
You know, at Epcot, which is much more realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to think about that.
Putting him on the spot.
Most of what that pops to mind is still in a park somewhere.
Yeah. That's it. I suppose with if you've got so much empty space, it's kind of hard to, especially with like Disney World, because it's so big. Like with like Disneyland, once something closes, they've always got to have like something to go there, haven't they? Like straight away, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Let's see. I'm kind of glancing over here to get some ideas. See, I never experienced Horizons. I never experienced Body Wars or World of Motion, so I can't really say those.
Yeah.
You know what? Timekeeper used to be there. I never saw that either. but I have heard people talk about that.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Timekeeper. Heard good things.
So, well, the intro show was what led into the others. Let's see. It was a circle vision. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of. I would say Great Movie Ride would probably be my top thing I would want to bring back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
And then my kids would definitely be Stitch's Great Escape.
Yeah. No, yeah. Two very good rides there, to be fair. Two very good rides. And yeah, I mean, what would I bring back, honestly? Probably the Great Movie Ride is one of them. Gosh.
Yeah, it's hard. Now, have you been on the replacement for Great Movie Ride? Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway?
I haven't. No. I've not been to the park since 2011, so it's a long time. But it looks interesting, but it's not it doesn't look like my cup of tea. Like
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's neat. I think Great Movie Ride was a much better ride.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I love the Great Movie Ride. I think that's like one of my top 10 favorite rides at Disney World. To be fair, it has to be. Yeah, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, like I'll ride it because obviously I want to experience it, but I'm not going to be rushing to go. Like it's not going to be like on my to-do list. I mean, if the wait times are short enough, yeah, I'll hop in line, but
I'm not going to burn a lightning lane for it next time.
That's it. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to in Hollywood Studios is probably Toy Story Land for Slinky Dog Dash, more or less. I think that's I've done Midway Mania. Alien Swirling Saucers is just going to be a standard ride anyway. Like it's kind of like the teacups or like a whip ride, kind of like.
I'm trying to remember what Disneyland Paris has a version of the ride.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what it's called there. Is it Mater's Jamboree? No, that's Disneyland's version of it. Oh goodness, what is it at Paris? But Paris has one.
Yeah.
I'll think of it in a bit. Slinky Dog Dash it's interesting. A lot of people talk about it as if it's this awesome, amazing roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
But it's a family coaster. It is not a thrill ride.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay, can we say overhyped?
Yeah.
Goodness, no, there's a lot of coasters in Florida I like a lot better than Slinky Dog Dash.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I think like Disneyland alone, like Expedition Everest is properly up there for me. Like that's a fantastic roller coaster.
Great ride.
Gosh, what else?
I take Big Thunder.
Space Space.
If I'm doing just coasters, Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why it's an Epcot, but it is a great ride.
See, I want to ride that ride. I'd like that would be probably one of the first ones I want to ride because it just looks insane. The soundtrack gets me as well because I'm a huge fan of 80s music. So like, 100%.
It's a great soundtrack. It's got some neat effects. Again, it's not a huge thrill coaster.
Yeah.
It's got a couple good spots on it.
Yeah.
But if you're wanting thrills, Universal's the place to go.
Oh yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would take their oh gosh. I want to say Pterodon Flyer. It's not Pterodon Flyer. But the new one, Pterodactyl? Why am I forgetting the name of it? Oh, Velociraptor.
Velocicoaster. Yeah.
But that and I thought Hagrid's was actually better.
Oh,
I like Hagrid's motorbike.
Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy is a great ride. It's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a group of people who were saying it's the best ride ever, and I'm going, it's good, but I don't think I'd put it up there.
It's not the best, but it's probably top 15 maybe. Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
I could make it probably top 15 in Disney.
Yeah. See, I feel like for roller coasters, probably the best place is probably like Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, isn't it? Because you've got Mako, you've got what's the other ones?
Mako's
what
awesome.
that new one that opened up in SeaWorld looks insane. The standing coaster, the surfing one.
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah,
Pipeline.
Haven't been on it.
Yeah, Pipeline. It
One of
looks
these days.
so good. Oh gosh, just some of those rides down like that way just look insanely cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're more for the thrill seekers. Like Mako's like drops just look insane.
Mako is one of my favorite. So I don't rank coasters necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
I break them up into tiers.
Okay. Yeah.
So my bottom tier is the ones that I'm like, tear it down.
Yeah.
Then bad, mediocre, decent, fun, good, and then I have my top tier.
Yeah, like the S tiers.
Mako is in that top tier.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that put it at top 5%.
Oh yeah.
I could sit on Mako all day.
Yeah.
If they
let. A challenge for the Sir Willow channel.
Oh. Well, SeaWorld makes you, when you get back, they make you get off and walk all the way around, even if there's nobody waiting.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh, dang.
But if they let me, I'd sit there.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, no.
One of the best airtime coasters I've been on.
Nice. Yeah, the rides down there just look insane. They really, really do. Last time I went, we didn't get a chance to go, but I'm hoping I get to SeaWorld whilst I'm over there this time around. It's not a priority, but I mean, if I've got a spare day, I'll go SeaWorld, or maybe try and get down to Busch, because I know Busch Gardens is like Tampa way, so it's a bit far out. So
you're looking about an hour. If traffic is perfect, it's an hour.
Yeah.
If it's normal, it's about an hour and a half.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. But yeah, Orlando, full of roller coasters, full of thrills for everyone. And moving on to a little bit of different rides and things like that. Just want to talk about some of the kind of like advances that Disney have made, and like theme parks in general have made on like the ride systems over the years. So I've got here like Star Tours, the trackless dark rides. What have you got any thoughts on that? Like how they've advanced and things like that from when you was a cast member?
If you want ride intervention, Disney's it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the others kind of follow up.
Yeah.
Universal had some, but Disney, ever since Walt built the Imagineers, that's what their job was. All right, let's dream, and then let's figure out how to make it real.
Yeah, that's there. Yeah, 100%.
So, and they've just done. If you even look back, way back, even the whole idea of the Omnimover system when they created that, was a crazy idea. And now they got these rides that can pull 3,000 to 5,000 people an hour through them.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, the trackless. When you do eventually get to do Rise of the Resistance, every single step of that is just another step in. Wow, I can't believe they pulled that off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one of the trackless dark rides that really like comes into my mind for that kind of innovative is over in Tokyo Disneyland with the Beauty and the Beast one. That just looks phenomenal. It looks beautiful.
Have you been on Ratatouille?
I have been on it I think I went on it in France when it opened a few years back.
So the one at Epcot is basically the exact same ride.
Yeah, it's a carbon copy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the first time I rode that, was like, wow, because you've got all these cars, you got 3 cars in each group, and they're operating completely independently and moving around each other. That blew my mind.
Yeah, it's very, very cool how they do it. It's very, very cool. Yeah. And I feel like the ride, even though it's the same ride, it's not going to be the same experience in a sense, because you'd be going in different directions, things like that.
Different scenes for each car.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's very cool how they did it. I think one for me that stands out as well more is the Star Tours. Like when they first created that whole idea, like I was like they made it from like what did they make it from? It was kind
Flight
of like
simulator.
Flight simulator. Yeah, I was gonna say it was a flight simulator from like NASA or like an airport or something like that. There's like, right, how do we make this into a ride? And it's just, it blows my mind. Even though that ride's like what 20, 30 years old now, it still holds up today.
80, 84, 80, no, 87.
Yeah.
87.
So it's a good like 20. It's good 30 years old, and it still holds up to this day. Like it's insane how cool that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like another one for me, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. Like I've not experienced it, but I've seen like plenty of videos, and I think the thing that everything that like it's not even the ride system that that makes me excited. It's the fact that if you crash, like the whole ride queue kind of becomes like different every single time.
There's a way to crash and end the ride.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Which I want to know how they do it, how they reset it, how they do it every time. Is there like a little... Is there a reset button? Or
there is actually diagrams out there, and what it is your pod is on the end of a turntable.
All right, okay.
So let's see here. Okay, so say this is the turntable. Your loading area is here.
Yeah.
So you get, or on one end, I don't know if you got the video or not, but you get into the pod, and then the turntable will actually rotate away from the loading area. So while it's rotating, you're doing your ride.
Right.
Until it eventually rotates the pod around to where the exit area is.
Got you.
And that's when your ride is.
Wow, that's cool. Interesting.
Yeah, so they've got several of these pods, and they just essentially they rotate the pods.
Nice. That's very, very cool. There we go. Inside the magic.
Yeah.
I love all that kind of stuff. I love all the documentaries and stuff like that of like...
I'm making something very complicated sound very simple. It's not that simple, but it's neat how they have pulled it off.
It's very, very cool. Yeah. It reminds me as well. Like I don't know if you've watched it, but there's a docu-series on Disney Plus called Behind the Attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that series. The Imagineering story as well is just fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, like I love all that kind of stuff, like learning about all the secrets and the history. It's so cool to see how everything from like you say, like an idea becomes reality. How they imagine it all. It's like, wow.
Look up Jim Korkis if you have not read his books. Jim Korkis works with Disney, and has access to the archives as well as a lot of that material.
Wow, nice.
And he pulls up stories of how they design things and brainstorm. He's got a whole bunch of books out, but
wow,
just fantastic if you like that kind of stuff.
Oh, I'll have to add that to my library, little collection. I love all that type of stuff.
He's got like 20 books.
Nice.
So you'll be reading for a little while.
Nice. I need some new reading material. So speaking of Imagineering and everything like that, let's have a little bit of a blue sky little situation. If you could create any ride, what would it look like?
Well, they're coming along. I love what they've done with Star Wars.
Yeah.
So if I could do anything, it sounds like a simple question, but I'm not that creative a person.
Like what?
I tend to be.
What type of ride would it be? Yeah. What type of ride would it be? A dark ride or roller coaster or what would just?
Yes.
Both of them together.
I love the mix of, like Guardians of the Galaxy. It's this mix of dark ride and coaster.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So I love the idea that you tell a bit of a story.
Yeah.
And then shoot some coaster in there, and then tell some more story, and then shoot some more coaster.
Yeah.
So I would do this hybrid kind of ride.
Yeah, nice. That sounds like a good show.
Universal's done with Gringotts as well as the Mummy.
Oh yeah,
So there's places that have done that.
Yeah.
Science fiction. Although it probably would have to go science fiction to make it work the way I think.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing like Disney characters,
Yeah. The only Disney character ride that I can think of that does that essentially is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. with the kind of
Oh,
story with the roller coaster.
it would totally work as a Stitch ride.
Oh, okay. What we thinking?
Hey, we're going to go through this little, dark. Oh, so you can start off with the fairy tale, and then Stitch jumps in, jimmies it up, off you go onto the coaster.
Nice.
And then Mickey tries to take control again. As they slow down for some more dark ride
Yeah.
part, and Stitch is going, no fun, and off you go again.
We
That,
love it.
that could be interesting.
We love that. We love that. Yes. And the coaster, the seats could be his little alien ship. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. We like it. Disney, get on this. Get on it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I said that.
We've got an empty show building in Tomorrowland.
I said, boy, that came out of nowhere, but I like it. Now the brain's going, oh, that could actually be a neat idea.
There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. We love that. We love that. And I'm a sucker for anything Stitch, so I'll happily have that any day of the week.
Well, Stitch needs something.
He does.
Now
He
he's got
does.
nothing.
He's got. Yeah, that's it. And he's an important character. He's an important character in the Disney lore. He creates mischief wherever he goes. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need a bit of mischief in the parks.
Son.
Yeah, 100%.
My brain's now running with possibilities with that.
Oh, we love that. We need to make this on like some sort of simulator or something. That'd be great. We love that. Yeah, I like a long time ago. I made like a ride. I called it Stitch's Intergalactic Escape or something like that. And I like it was such a like I made it on a game called Planet Coaster.
Yes.
Which I absolutely love. Like I love all that kind of stuff, like theme parks and Roller Coaster Tycoon, that kind of stuff. And I like the ride that I made was pretty good. Like I'm not even gonna lie, it was pretty interesting. I'll have to see if I can find it and like put it in the description maybe of this.
Yeah,
video.
that would be neat.
But it was ages ago when I made this, so hopefully it's still around on the internet somewhere. But I absolutely loved it. It was so cool. It was such a fun little ride. It really, really was. But yeah, like I'm down for some Stitch. We need some Stitch in the theme parks. Like we like the meet and greets are great and everything, but he deserves another ride. He deserves a new ride.
Okay, so even just playing off the name, I'm thinking, take the old name, Stitch's Great Escape.
Yeah.
Scratch out Escape and Stitch's Great Mistake.
Hey, yes, we love it. Yes, let's do that. Yes, that is great. That is great. Oh, that is so good. We love that. We love that. I'd love as well, I don't know how they do it, but like how they've done Mr. Potato Head for like Midway Mania.
Oh.
I'd love like a giant Stitch animatronic with like his 4 arms out and like his alien outfit. Oh, I'd love that with his little blasters. That'd be cool. And he'd be speaking in like his little alien language, and then like switching between English and like the alien language. That'd be cool. It's like in the queue. That'd be awesome.
That'd be
cool.
That would be amazing. There's so much they could do with Stitch now that they couldn't before.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Come on, Disney.
100%. Like make the queue look like make it look like Lilo's house and just put it on the beach. Come on, guys, make it happen. Yeah. I'm getting excited talking about it. Yeah. So I've only got one more question for you, George. Here, talking a little bit about D23. Animal Kingdom announcements for the Tropical Americas. Encanto and Indiana Jones was. I'm not going to say they were announced. They were kind of blue sky. They were kind of like, yes, we've got this idea. What are your thoughts on that? Are you looking forward to it, or are you...
So I think doing the Tropical Americas is a great idea. You've got Asia, you've got Africa.
Yeah.
So it fits the overall theme of the park better.
It does, yeah, it does.
The IP coming in throwing Encanto and Indiana Jones on top, I'm kind of going,
Yeah.
you know, you could do the Indiana Jones thing without making it Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But you got to have the IP now.
Yeah.
Encanto, I loved Encanto. It's one of our favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a very good movie.
Love it to death.
Yes. Does it fit though?
It's just it's the whole idea still of we've got to do all of this popular IP somewhere in the park, so let's just throw it in.
Yeah.
And it's a better fit for it than some of the other stuff they talked about.
Yeah, like Zootopia or Zootropolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, and they talked about putting Encanto perhaps behind Big Thunder.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Okay, how would that fit?
Yeah, and Moana
but it would
as
fit
well.
better than what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm mixed. Honestly, what I wish they would have done is bring back the Beastly Kingdom idea and develop it.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
See,
I'm excited for what they said that something's coming behind Big Thunder. I hope it's something to do with like the villains or Beastly Kingdom or something.
But
like one of those
would be
one of those old projects that everybody wants, like 100%. A Villains Land would be perfect.
I don't think they know what they want to do yet.
Yeah, that's very true.
The D23 I went to, which was a year ago.
Yeah.
It was all blue sky, and they did too much blue sky, and people were starting to say, "This is what's happening," and I'm going, "That's not what's
happening." Yeah. They're saying this is an ideal. This is a concept that we're thinking upon, and it's again even the announcements for Animal Kingdom was still blue sky, and like it wasn't.
Yes.
Nothing was like, right, this is what it's going to be. It was kind of just like, this is what it could be.
Now, okay, so I can't think of a way that they could do Encanto that would work. Because you've got the one kid's bedroom is an opening, and he had all the animals and everything.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Use the Encanto house as kind of a opening walkthrough into the land.
Yes, yeah, that'd be nice, yeah. Yeah, that could work.
Something like that might work.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, other.
We've broken again. Oh, where's it gone? No. Dank. This is... No. Damn it. No. That is infuriating. Dank, that was infuriating. We got so far, and then...
So close.
So close. Sorry, George, I did not hear what you said then after the Encanto bit.
So the other thing that's kind of odd to me is the whole idea of bringing the Indiana Jones ride in.
Yeah,
because you've already got Indiana Jones at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Dinosaur was a copy of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That they then did a different overlay. So are they going to do the Disneyland version of Indiana Jones on the dinosaur ride, which was Indiana Jones?
I heard that. I think that's what they're planning to do. Like, just because it's essentially the exact same ride, isn't it? It's the same track layout and everything. I mean, I hope they change it up a little bit. I hope they do, but
I hope so.
I mean,
I hope they find a way to actually make it totally different.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's it. Like an original indie story, or kind of like, I don't know. See if they can bring something from the movies.
There's a part of me that wishes they could take that whole idea of dinosaur.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned Beastly Kingdom.
Yeah.
Let's actually do a decent dinosaur land.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's breaking. Oh. And all throughout. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
But so it's known I'm gonna have mixed feelings because we like the ride,
Yeah.
but I can understand updating it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I understand that update.
That's it. Yeah. I feel my thing with Dino Land as well is it just looks tacky. Like it just looks.
Yes.
And I know that's the kind of aesthetic they were going for, like roadside attractions, but they did it. They did it dirty. They did it dirty. They really did.
It's terrible. They did it cheap and lousy.
Like like a roadside carnival near me looks better. Like a fun fair near me looks loads better. Like, and that.
Yeah,
that's not how it should be.
Done.
Yeah, 100%. And I know people are sad about it, but like, at the end of the day, you're like, come on, you know it needs happen. You know it needs to happen, guys. Like, seriously.
The only good part of that whole area is dinosaur.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's the only that's the only ride that I ever saw function. Like when I was in that area of Animal Kingdom, nothing was running on the day. Like nothing at all. Primeval,
really?
Yeah, Primeval Whirl was down. All like the carnival ride. Yeah, like the carnival rides are open.
Triceratops spin, whatever. I think.
Yeah, no, that was down. Like everything was down. The only thing that was down, the only thing that was open was Dinosaur, and even that was, I rode it, but it was like, yeah, it's a decent ride, but I wouldn't. Like I don't get why it's there and it's like the best ride. Right. Like it needs it doesn't fit with the area. Like you're going back in time for the dinosaurs, and then you come out and you're like in a roadside attraction with like Chester and Hester the dinosaur. It's like,
yes,
it makes no sense. Like it was just they've kind of just like put pieces together.
If they had taken the dinosaur ride,
yeah,
and actually built the land on that idea.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, 100%.
It could have been something.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
like made it
but
like.
Instead, they did kitsch.
Yeah, like make it like a science lab or something, like that kind of that'd make more sense.
Well,
but
to quote the Universal property, if they had done Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they can't. But yes, something like that would have been much better.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's it's crazy. But yeah, Animal Kingdom. I hope they do some good with it, because the last update that I can think of was Pandora, that was like properly like innovated into it, and that was a long time.
And Pandora's fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I love Pandora.
It looks gorgeous. It really does. Like me and my mum are like a massive fan of like the Avatar movies anyway, so it's like, it's just going to be like a dream come true when I get to go over there. She's going to be so jealous.
It is neat, especially at night.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a big Avatar fan, but I love that area.
Yeah. I can't wait to go see it at night, to be fair. I think I might have to take a trip at night to go and see it, to like fully get the immersive like experience of it and everything. But yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me here. We've coming up to just close to an hour, I think. Yeah, just over an hour. So yeah,
a couple breaks in there thanks to the internet.
Oh yeah. A little bit of editing. It'd be all right. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, George. Thank you so much. It's been super talking to you all about these rides and having your experience talking about everything. So I hope you've had a good time here on the podcast.
For having me.
Not a problem. It's been super. I've really enjoyed our little conversation. I really have. Despite
I've
all
had a great time.
Despite all the breaking of the internet, but that can't be helped. But yeah, it's been super. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who was listening and watching. Hope you've all had a good time. Be sure to go and check out George's channels. If you want to plug anything, George, please do so now.
Just look up Sir Willow. You'll find me that way.
Amazing. There we go. Please check out his channel, guys. He does some amazing videos. My favorite is Confessions of a Theme Park Worker. Like you get all the behind the scenes of like Disney secrets and things like that. It's very cool, very cool.
Lots of talking about when I worked at the parks and what it was like.
Yeah.
We mostly try to preserve the magic, but I'll push those lines at the very end.
Sometimes the lines have to be pushed a little bit to, give the truth. But yeah, it's been super having you on. And thank you all so much for joining me here today, guys. Be on the lookout for the rest of the episodes. We've got 10 more for you to check out. And many, many more on the way. And yeah, I will catch y'all next time. Thank you so much and have a magical day. Oh, George being attacked by his dog. Oh, bless. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on. Yeah, it's supposed to be my daughter's dog. You can see how well that works. Hello.